I'll tell you what, David Brin, science fiction author extraordinaire, I never had a chance. Seriously. I was cursed by an uncle who was the male version of the evil stepmother in Cinderella, man. Fred Riva. You happen to know him. You went to court against him. Smart guy. Made a lot of money. Never defended me. Handcuffed me to trees. Pulled the plug on a for sure $1 million win at Notre Dame. Put it like this. I have some messages from supposedly a Villanova graduate. You know, a fellow football player. You know, a fellow human being. And what I'm saying, David Brin, is if it's not for Fred Riva fucking me over, fucking me up, abandoning me financially.
You have 8 new voice messages.
Everybody in America knows my name.
5 a.m.
Homeboy, just want to let you know, I just got off the phone with the provost of Notre Dame. After much discussion, I convinced them to reopen the attempted rape case. Apparently there's no statute of limitations for that type of offense in Indiana. And they'll be calling on you to testify, along with the victim, the friends, and all your former teammates, homeboy. So,
good. I invite that.
For a lengthy prison stay. Wrap up the mobile home, wrap up your affairs, your kids, you'll see them later, and give the dog to someone that can care for the dog appropriately. Alright, word up. Peace out.
New message, Tuesday, 11:06 a.m.
Notre Dame will be contacting you, brother. You're going to answer the charges after all these years. You better get together more than 20 grand to save yourself this time.
Let this happen.
New message, Tuesday, 11:48 a.m.
Hello, Dad. Mate, that's the call here. I just want to call to say I apologise for my remarks on your Facebook. You say me and Jack Dyer, my mate, we're the only guys in our town, and we call it like homosexual if you will. And the thing is, here, the men here are not as attractive as you, so I just want to call, make peace with you, contact me.
Wow.
New message, Tuesday,
A lot of my haters are like that. They just won't admit it.
I just spoke to my attorney, homeboy. Poor man's patent ain't gonna fly, especially in the state of California. Ain't gonna fly. Poor man's patent. Good one. Good try. My business venture is taking off. As we speak, empirical studies are being performed. I intend to market the product, sell it for $3.50 to $3.75 a gallon, and have it in most major supermarkets and retail stores by July 4th. So thanks for the idea, homeboy. I'll talk to you soon.
That's a little soon, abrupt.
To replay this message, press 1. To copy. New message, Wednesday, 8:10 a.m.
Yeah, bro, just got off the phone with the Weaver family. We had a very interesting discussion about you. They're on board with the stevia thing. And your old man, your poor man's patent, I told you yesterday, has been disproven. It's been quashed. And we're moving forward. And actually today I'm working on my first celebrity endorsement for the product. And it's going to be marketed under the name Lightning Juice. Okay? So take care.
Message deleted. New message, Wednesday, 12:08 p.m.
Come on, dude. Pick up the phone. We got to talk about stevia. I mean, just talk about it. I need your input. Later, bye.
Message deleted. New message, Wednesday, 12:49 p.m.
Yeah, what's up, Dan? Your services in respect to the stevia movement are no longer required. Myself and my organization and my newly formed LLC will take over the efforts to get it famous from here. I certainly appreciate your efforts on the internet and in person, but you're no longer needed. If it takes off, which I'm sure it will, you may be contacted and paid as a consultant at a monthly stipend of probably no more than $125 to $150. That would be in perpetuity, bro. So So thanks for your help. We'll take it from here. We now have incredible people on the job. And I wish you luck. Peace out. Word up.
Message deleted. New message Thursday, 4:56 p.m.
Not gonna pick up again, huh? Punk ass bitch.
I'll fuck you up, Steve.
Afraid to get
Anytime, man.
knocked down
Let's
upon
do it.
like a little fucking rented stepchild that you are. Like this fucking 45-year-old who lives with his mom. You know, that fucking loser who's never made $1 in his fucking life living off welfare. Yeah, that dirt motherfucker, different brown ooze, you know what I mean? Everybody's disgusted by, everybody fucking laughs at. Yeah, you motherfucker, pick up your phone and tell my God, you so I can verbally fucking eviscerate you, bitch, like you deserve. Because, in fact, you deserve to have testicles, motherfucker. You rape your own motherfucking children. And, if you should have done to me, motherfucker, I'd take my 8-inch
If you were behind bars in the pen, fucktard, labeling me with that shit when it never happened.
So, you better fucking shut your fucking mouth, okay? You're never gonna fight again, motherfucker, unless I come up to you and smash you in the face with a metal bar, bitch. So, you might as well just fucking quit embarrassing yourself on YouTube and, just fucking end it, you know? I mean, your life is over. You got fucking nothing. Nothing at all, bitch. So, enjoy, fucking turning into dust and dying and nobody doing a fuck. Stevia.
Who? Motherfucker had to have a name tag at his reunion because no one remembered who the fuck he was.
12:50 a.m.
You know what? Fact, not fiction. I'm going down to Carnage to spar. And unfortunately, for my brain cells, I will fight again. If Bon LaPool couldn't phase me, and I ended up breaking him off, and you know what? That was about as good a conditions for me fighting as it got. It was cold. I couldn't use my left arm. And then against Aaron Brink, I was stoned and didn't warm up. You know, yeah, I talked about warming up, never did it. And took a knee to the nose when I thought there were no kicks. Not only broke it, gave me a whiplash that I still have pain from. Okay, a little bit. I use a lot of THC and stevia and it vanishes, but it'll come back. You know. In fact, not fiction, David Brin. If it wasn't for Fred Riva, everybody in America knows me because I'm white, I was big, I was tough, and I was really, really, really fucking fast. You know, fast hands, fast feet, man. And yeah, so if I'm defended with money at Notre Dame, it goes in front of a jury that's awarding me like $10, $15 million because, you know, these girls lied again and Notre Dame bought it. She didn't mention the priest knocking at the door, okay? You know, the fact that every freshman on that floor was lined up to testify for me. Slam dunk. And Fred Riva, you know, did he profit? Did Notre Dame pay him off? I don't know, but for Stevia to say that I touched my kids in the tub, that's what my mom did when she broke down and she lost her mind and she was trying to steal my kids. See, she was convinced that I was using methamphetamine, and in fact I was. I'm not gonna lie about it. And I was also going to Sac State, getting a 3.5, I think at the time, and lots of people do it, okay? They self-medicate. And she broke down, and she actually made the allegation that I touched my oldest son, Icky, in the tub. And the child's reaction when asked, you know, how it was written on paper, turned his angry head and said, "My daddy don't touch me like that." He was pissed, okay? Yeah, so if that's what I'm dealing with, the support network, okay? You know, it's like this, Mom. Yeah, part of me does love you, okay? And then part of me remembers getting beat almost daily with a Hot Wheel track, savagely, severely. And, you know, the Notre Dame thing, pulling the plug, choosing money over me, you know, Fred allowing you to do that, okay? And Chad Zwalek saying, "What the fuck is your family doing, pulling the plug?" Okay? just because the priest didn't settle down doesn't mean they're ever going to let it go in front of a court, okay? Seriously, it was a slam dunk fucking win. And what I should have done is asked around for financial help, but I never did that. And you know what? I figured that what I'd do is choose boxing, and being a white heavyweight with as much talent as I had back then, and still have enough to fuck most people up out there talking shit about me. Trust me on that one. You know, that I would go bigger and better and global, you know, white heavyweight and shit, and I would just tell the truth and people would believe me, okay? I hope Notre Dame opens this case. You know what? I can't believe they didn't fire Ann Firth after she bought that story, okay? The same story that fucking got me kicked out for 2 semesters. Supposedly I punched a bitch and she flew down the hall 17 fucking feet. Seriously. When in fact, my girlfriend Suzanne Michelle Roy at the time, her testimony said that I was taking a piss and this woman came in and attacked me, okay? And I backhanded her off like that. Get the fuck off me, cunt. You're not my mom. I don't have to take that shit from you. And they kicked me out for 2 semesters because supposedly I punched them when they only kicked out Willie Browner, Ross Fry, and our best for supposedly raping the daughter of the vice president of Coke and Pepsi. It was a gangbang. She liked it and would have done it again, except, you know, they were high-fiving each other all over campus and shit. You know, word spread. She got embarrassed and Hesper got pressured. Money, you know, and they let them come back and play football because their coach liked them. My coach hated me for some reason. Don't know what it was. Indie hate. The fact that I left USC under a cloud because Russ Purnell couldn't get me a fucking job. Russ, that's all you had to do, Russ. And I'm making the play as a Trojan, okay? Oh my God, I love that fucking school, man. Always wanted to be one, never wanted to wear one. You know, tested clean, HIV, nada, okay? Everything, nada. And, you know, these fabrications like a fake Rachel Town, you know what? Supposedly deaf, you could still text, but you never did. There was no communication. And then you said, you know what? Since it doesn't seem like you're very interested, I'm coming down to see, you know, someone else, and maybe I'll call you, right? And then you did and said, you know, I'll come over, but you have to take me home like 2.5 hours. And I'm like, sure, pay for the gas. And you never got back. And suddenly I'm a dick. And it's like, girl, if you got the impression that I really wasn't all that interested in you, it's because the women that, like I've been with recently and in the past, okay, have all been really, really attractive, okay? And, you know, hard to measure up. And I'd rather look at pictures of them and jack off than waste time with people that I'm not interested in one bit. You feel me? And the fact that you said, you know, Dan Fag, nice ads on Craigslist, okay? Have you been making ads there? So down the road, when I find out who you are, we can track that, and that'll be added evidence, you know, when I sue you in civil court for what? If you have the money, you can sue for pretty much anything you want. It doesn't mean you're going to win, but it does mean that the people that you're suing are going to have to pony up, okay, and go to court and shit. And I'm just the guy that discovered that you put stevia in water, okay, and your body is mostly water, so even if you just did stevia alone without getting all the soap out of the water before you drank it, all that toxic shit, you start to piss and shit up a storm. I mean, you know, really your body is purging. It's like a detergent, and shit smells foul, toxic, okay? Your ass burns because all the poisons are coming out. And then what happens is you get lean, okay? And you get healthy and you feel vital. And you know what? Einstein would have been a complete failure if they were expecting him to do something magnificent, you know, athletically and shit. And I think that the fact that I was sitting on my ass for a long time, but not gaining any weight, you know, before Bonaparte, and then, you know, decided to come back and fight and shit. And, you know, I went to the gym like 6 days to get my timing down. And so I got spun on stevia and weed, man. And, you know, fact is I can bang. And, you know, see the pool fight, see the fact that Aaron Brink couldn't fucking phase me, okay? He told me, he admitted, he was a little worried, you know? He's punching me with shit that is dropping fools, you know, in practice and shit. And, you know, I can't feel it. And, you know, then he pokes me in the eye. And you can see it on film, man. His fingers are extended, seriously. And you know what? It didn't scratch my eye, so I wasn't like teary, but it made I was seeing vision like this. It was weird, okay? Because my eyeball got punched. And yeah, I should have blocked it. Anyways, fact is, Aaron, you said you'd give me a rematch, man. And I've been going and getting some work with Nick Williams and Sid Finn, you know, who are sparring around. And, you know, nothing like fight conditions, man. And what I'm saying is if I have people around me that remind me to warm up, okay? You know, before the fight, you know, warm your neck up, break a sweat like I've done every time before, especially when I'm in good shape and shit, which I was before this fight. Yeah, I went into that fucking cage in a panic. It's like, Jesus, if I start to really try, I'm going to get exhausted because, you know what, I'm actually in shape. And it's amazing. Corey Todd would never know because he's never been. And I get contacted by supposedly Iggy Tuttle, okay? You know what? It's really Corey Todd admitting to me that my words about him being basically a big female with a penis, okay? Dried his wife's pussy up, no shit. And he got pissed. And so he created Iggy Tuttle. And all that's like on my computer and shit. And it's amazing that I'm getting cock blocked from every fucking side, David Brin. Seriously, man. Fact, not fiction, David. Humans are destroying this planet. Really. Okay, look around you. Things are getting worse, they're not getting better, and there's no plans in sight for change, okay? That's definitely not a recipe for any kind of future, okay? And what I'm saying is that if you put stevia into water and you blend, seriously, soap floats at the end of it. And you can get all that soap out. It is a finite amount, okay? That's getting more and more because that's part of this game, David Brin. What we do is we burn up hydrogens to create the power that we use, okay? And replacing what would fucking cause, you know, lakes and shores, you know, to be drying up all over the planet quicker than they are. If they didn't replace it with something, is all the danger, warning, caution, toxic will kill you chemicals, okay? And I mean, if water down the drain is a constant from the sink, okay, and we're adding danger, warning, caution, will kill you. Don't use it, you know, directly and shit, but use it slowly and slowly make things worse. And you know, it's like this, David. They can actually create hydrogen. They have to starve a certain kind of, suffocate a certain kind of algae, and it starts manually producing hydrogen. So we have big plants around the planet doing that, replacing what we burned inside internal combustion engines. And in fact, they've had different kinds of engines available for years, man, but they just wouldn't make any money off of it. And what I'm saying is that this planet is disposable, okay? That's how we're treating it, you know? We're not fertilizing our gardens, David, with anything good, okay? In fact, the American economy, if it was analogized to a garden, okay, in order to thrive, it has to be watered, and the only kind of watering an economy can take, in a good way, is money, right? And vast amounts of wealth in a few bank accounts not doing things, man. I mean, why just let it sit there? Why not create companies, even if they fucking fail, that will do good, produce work, jobs, you know, security? And why ship so many jobs to the Far East? One, they work for slave wages. Some are in sex shops, slave, okay? In fact, this is bad, okay? And they can also make shit that doesn't work, that they get away with making, okay? Because, you know, where Americans would fucking contact some kind of agency that is trying to prevent that, you know? I mean, things that are designed to fail just outside the warranty. So you have to buy it again and again and again, okay? And, you know, always bumping up to the next level of computer or phone, right? And we're building them out of things, David, that is fabricated from oil pumped from the ground. And I'm wondering if there is in fact a fiery center at the Earth's core, okay, that, you know, keeps everything, you know, alive and shit. What fuels it, David? Okay. Fact, David, they said that my IQ was 154 when I was 8 years old because I had just written a paper. I had seen mice explode in population inside a cage, one tiny little habit trail that turned out into 4 habit trails. I had fucking Mice City, man. I was trying to keep ahead of the curve. I didn't want to get fucking paid by taking babies down to the pet store and selling them for food and shit, right? And I saw them turn human, man, or murder, rape, go gay, eat babies. They went fucking nuts, and it didn't matter how much food I put in. It wasn't a lack of anything except for space, man. And they fucking absolutely, bizarre. Anyways, what I'm saying is that me upgrading the Kama Sutra to the point where it isn't new, it's brand new, okay? The only thing that comes close, and I've researched this, is 2 fingers into the vagina and then stretching your thumb over as far as you can, like over the bone, and you know, trying to work it. And that's the tip of the iceberg right there. It's amazing they didn't fucking think to expound upon that. But what you do is you put 2 fingers in, and then instead of your thumb, extend it with your fingers and press down, and you know, find that space you're touching, okay? It could be anywhere from straight up to, you know, a 45-degree angle back, okay? And it's there. And if it hasn't been cut by Western medicine, you know, in birthing or something else, where they could have gone in from the side and avoided major, you know, nerve channels. Women that experience that have said that it's a miracle that every woman should experience at least once before she dies. That's Karen Alberto. Chris Poole, former student at Dave Marinoble's, cool as fuck, okay? A catch, especially if she's on stevia, and lean as fuck, okay? And you know what? She could have maybe 2 orgasms in 2 hours because she's been raped. And you know what, Chris? When I'm rich, if this offends you, okay, sue me, and I'll gladly pay you. And then, you know, deal with the people that dealt with you, okay? And it should have been, I think, put to death for it, seriously. Especially with the population explosion as it is right now, okay? America, unbridled, we're fast overtaking China, okay? They had thousands of years. We've had 200, right? And, you know, things are getting deep in kids, man, all over the place, you know? Yeah, so if we don't change things, the shit's gonna end. And seriously, I'm gonna be rich when this happens, okay? You know, if it gets famous in a good way, you know? That means in time, and people aren't saying, oh, fuck, man, we should have fucking listened. Because what I'm saying is that stevia is so magical that if they made every candy and every fucking soda pop and everything sweet that we like to eat in America, and they switch to stevia, fat vanishes within 3-4 months, okay? Seriously. You know what? They're poisoning us fucking like pigs. That's what they think we are, the poor. The really rich, they don't give a fuck if you're white, okay? That gives you access through many front doors, all right? But, you know, it's all about economy. And what people don't realize is that Nazi was a way of life. It wasn't just German, okay? What they did is they got Hitler, who was fucking a little insane and shit, and they fostered that and let him go nuts, right? But Nazis fluoridated the water supply in Germany, so even the Germans allowed their neighbors to be taken to fucking the ovens, you know what I'm saying? And treated like pigs. I mean, even worse, okay? Because they were tortured. And, yeah, so if they did it directly over there, but they're using fluoride toothpaste, you know, okay? We're brushing with a well-known poison, okay? Does it do anything for our teeth, or does it numb our minds into thinking that, you know what, the Twin Towers and shit, okay? 2 buildings that I think they could prove if they actually fucking put 20 airplanes, the weight on top of those buildings, I bet you they would have been structurally sound, okay? Because they were strong. They wouldn't just crumple to nothing, okay? They were demolished. But yet we believe it, you know? We're fucking asleep at the wheel, man. And, in fact, I'm going into Carnage to see if it's alright to go into Carnage. You know what? And I hope it is, because I like these guys. Even though, like, before Harry Gopal, see, I was told that there were going to be jet heaters all around that cage, okay? And a tarp over the top. And it was going to be this haven of heat, of warmth, all right? Because I just had a shoulder surgery, right? And I couldn't use my left in cold conditions, okay? Barely, you know, in warm conditions, but I could do it. And fact, not fiction, I got up there and it was Arctic, you know? And that was the setup and shit. Fact, you know, I've been fucking set up for shit, seriously, my entire life. Speak on it, Cal Worsham. I mean, you told me that it was going to be jet heaters shooting at fucking heat, right? Tarp. It's going to be nice conditions, man. It's going to be perfect, okay? And you probably like, ha 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 ha, because you told Harry Gopal, yeah, knock him the fuck out, right? And you know what, man? It's like this, fact. If you fight again, don't fight against anybody but me, homie, okay? And this is fact. Ross Clifton gave me a call one time, and he said, you know what? Fucking Cal is down here now telling Jamie Hara that, you know what, he fucking took your fucking, you know, what did he say? He took, if I fucking, how do you phrase it, man? You said that if I handled you in practice, Jamie would demolish me in a cage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you handled me, dude? The only time that we ever went against each other was like when I was 3 or 4 deep in a rotation, and so I was already a little tired, you know what I'm saying? And then when we were sparring, and I hit you and I broke your fucking ribs, right? And, you know, I had to take it easy on you. And so, you know, I came down here to your house, man, and said, is there any truth to this? And you lied to me. And I said, no, man, I never said that. And you ended up apologizing to the entire team, right? That was right in the period that I was teaching Scott Smith his trade and shit, right? Okay, making him comfortable with his hands, like I'm doing to Nick Williams. And I'm gonna start with Sid Fenn, I think, if he ever returns calls and shit. You know, he's busy, and I discovered the sweet cure, man. Stevia kicks the shit out of cocaine, you know, cures fat, cancer, and the violin upgrades the Kama Sutra. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, people. I'm gonna go find out if I can still come here and hang out with my friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? Peace.